Well, you'll notice as you walk into Fire Grill, the first thing you'll see is both the fire and the wood for obvious reasons. Grill everything over a grill that contains hickory smoke coming from underneath, so it imparts a different flavor into the meats. Also do cherry wood smoke for duck. But of course, being Fire Grill, wood and fire are very key components to what we do. The other part of what we're looking to do here in this brand, not only be part of the local community like we've discussed, but also try to leave as small a carbon footprint as possible. You'll notice this is all reclaimed wood out of Michigan. So again, doing everything and anything we can to kind of lower that carbon footprint and utilizing recycled paper to reprint our menus, that sort of idea. So nothing is ever wasted that can be saved. As you'll notice, it's a wide open floor plan, wide open dining room, lots of beautiful lighting above. But the intention is when I walk through the front door, I can see from the back of the kitchen to the back of the bar with a simple turn of the head. So the entire restaurant is wide open to me. Every function that's happening, I'm a part of. So it's a sense of pride as operators that we're showing that off at all times. All right, so behind me you'll see the floor plan as it lays out for TR Fire Grill. The reason it's looking the way it does is very intentionally, of course. Everything is wide open. So from the back of the kitchen to the back of the bar, you'll be able to see everything, all things operating at once. So my smokers are going, smoking the meat that you'll enjoy this evening. Nothing is for show, everything is operational. As we come across, the ceiling has these beautiful sound panels to kind of deaden the sound of our live music that happens every single evening in the building. Beyond that, you'll also see kind of our wine walls in the back. We like to accentuate wine here, obviously, wine glasses on the table, that sort of idea. We have nice wraparound booths with that same reclaimed wood from Michigan kind of making the booth up. So those are half crescent booths that wrap around. Also have these high top tables, kind of community tables, if you will. Can be put into one long table, can be separated out if that's the guest request, but kind of accommodating all needs. So you have bar stools, you have short tables, tall tables, booths, half round booths, anything and everything kind of fits right into the room. So it's all visible and apparent to you, but it all kind of meshes well with each other. As we look into the kitchen, you'll see some wonderful items like the pizza oven and some other things. Again, even though it looks beautiful, not just for show, everything being utilized currently to create that meal in the moment for our guests. As the front of the expo line, you'll see some of the wonderful products that we use to create those dishes, as well as the gentleman behind obviously making it to the moment. So behind me, you'll see the chef's counter, very unique to our brand, very unique to our image. So what this is exactly what it looks like. It's a counter where you can sit within feet of the chef and watch him do everything that he does. Again, the nature of that open floor plan, exposing everything to our guests, very proud of all of our processes. Just gives you an opportunity to get even that much closer to the process, watch it while it happens, and then have a nice conversation with our employees as they're working. Chefs are very passionate about what they do. They love working here, love what they do for a living. So it's very nice to be able to share that with our guests to let them feel their passion as well. So behind me you'll see our bar. As we talked about with the bar, it's all about craft cocktails. So we like to use some cool specialty products to make that happen. A big part of that is creating those products in-house. So I don't bring in any sour mix, I don't bring in a Bloody Mary mix, kind of your standard expectations. All of that is made fresh in-house. So sour mix is made with fresh made simple syrup I make in-house. To that point I make special syrups, a honey syrup, a blueberry syrup, cinnamon, mint, and some others as well. The intention for all that again is everything crafted behind the bar, just like I would craft it in my kitchen. So there's that kind of draw between the kitchen and the bar back again. But in terms of craft cocktails, you'll see several specialty bourbons back there as well as some unique items to create those cocktails. And then when we move away from the liquor side, you'll notice local craft beers and then some fine wines as well. For our bar program in terms of beer, it's all about craft beer, so kind of smaller local brews as often as possible. I would say about 80% of my taps are usually local, being from Gainesville, 2 from Orlando, some from Tampa. So when we say local, we mean within a drive, an afternoon drive of the city. Also have some other wonderful craft beers that come from other states, but particularly from Florida. Monk in the Trunk down from Jupiter Beach, Cigar City out of Tampa makes some wonderful brews as well. So the intention of that bar, much like the intention of the kitchen, taking the extra moment to craft it fresh for you, using that local and fresh product, everything as fresh as possible. It's just a little bit of extra work to create a much bigger and fuller experience for our guests each time, both at the table and at the bar.